I was just sending voice messages to the girls, to Fiki and Socorro, and I was telling them how I just watched Lord of the Rings for the first time, the first one last night. Also, I need to get a mic. I need to get one of those mics because Margie did tell me that it's too quiet. That is so me coded. I've actually been told that during home visits before, one time. So when I was still working in foster care. This was kind of recent too. It was like last year. I did a home visit for a family. And as soon as I got there, the family was like, "Are you always this soft spoken?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't remember what I said." But I was like, "Well, kind of." Not all the time. Just kind of depends. Depends on my mood. Obviously, y'all have seen that. But like, yeah. I mean, I do like... Well, it's not true. I do like loud noises. But you know what I mean? For music. Anyways. I don't know how I'm gonna articulate this because I was already having a hard time when I was trying to tell, when I was sending it in the voice messages, is because it is really hard. Maybe I need to think about it more. But, okay, just off the dome. First reactions. First of all, I already did say this too in the chat. Chad. No, really. But anyways, I had never seen... I didn't know. Okay, so I need to give background. I need to give context. In case there's any Lord of the Ring fans that are watching this, you randomly found my video. I'm not a dingbat, okay? I know that Lord of the Rings is one of the most, like, successful franchises. You know what I mean? Like, I do know this. I'm 29 years old, okay? I'm a zillennial. I was raised by a millennial sister, okay? But I'm, like, right on the cusp of, like, the Gen Zs. So, like, you know what I mean? But I'm more of, like, a millennial when it comes to, like, pop culture stuff. I'm more in the know with that. Anyways, but honestly, like, my family was not... Because my big sister was not watching Lord of the Rings. As far as I know. I need to ask her. Leslie, comment down below because I saw your comments. Comment down below. Seriously, have you watched Lord of the Rings? I kind of feel like you haven't. But then at the same time, it could be like you saw it at somebody's house. You know what I mean? Like, somebody else was watching it, so then you happen to watch it. But, like, you're not going out of your way to watch Lord of the Rings, babe. You know what I mean? Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, anyways. So I had never seen it. Anyways, so, yeah, I had, oh, yeah, what was I saying? I'm not a dingbat. So, like, I know what this movie is, but I am a bit of a... What's the word again? I haven't said it in such a long time. I keep saying cinematography. A cinephile. Yes, I used to really, like, identify with that terms at one point. Honestly, that was more during, like, my Hinge days, which, like, you know, I think I, like, kind of mentioned that in a vlog earlier, but then when I said it, I was like, not that, like, I have to say that, but kind of. This is, okay, sidebar real quick, but just, like, yeah, there just came a point where I just had this feeling where I'm like, I feel like I met everyone that I needed to from Hinge, from online dating, I guess I should say, just in general. But I was like, I think that's it. I'm like, I think I met all the guys that I was supposed to, and I was like, I'm just done. You know how, like, you have to try it just one more time just to make sure? But then I was like, yeah, no. Oh my God, this isn't for me anymore. Like, I'm done. Like, I always felt it. Shout out to online dating because I had my arrow with it. I had my time. I just felt... It was interesting, you know? It's so interesting. That's a whole nother conversation. But anyways, I got what I needed to from Hinge. I got those experiences. Thank you, Hinge. Put the app down. Delete, delete, delete. Done with that. Anyways. Why did I bring that up? Oh, yeah. Because... Wait, why did I bring that up? Fuck. Why did I bring that up? I had a thought. Oh, just because... Oh, yeah. Because during this time is when I'm saying that I'm, like, a cinephile or whatever. But because it is true. Like, I love film. I love movies. But lately, I have not been watching movies. Like, I kind of don't have the time, and I kind of just don't want to. That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother sidebar. But anyways, let's focus. So, yeah. Let's kind of... It's because I'm, like, losing track. It's just that it's like 8 in the morning. You know what I mean? And I just watched this movie last night that just blew my mind. So I'm a little like, it's kind of hard. Also, I have ADHD, and also it just is what it is. This is how my brain works. If you don't like it, click out of the video. You know what I mean? Oh my god, I was watching Katya last night. Or I came home and Virgil was watching Katya and Trixie. And it was an episode of and I was like, dang, I was there from the beginning. You know what I mean? Because now they're on Netflix. But like, because they do say that. They're like, it's my show. Or no, it's my show. What? And not yours. And not mine? What? And what's the hell? It's my show and not yours? Or something like that. And I was like, oh my god, that's totally where I got that from. They also raised me. I love them so much. They're so funny. But like, seriously, you know what I mean? The haters are always going to be there. Okay, Arceus. So anyways, I was talking about Hinge for some reason. Cinephile. What does that have to do with it? What does that have to do with my whole point of Lord of the Rings? Who fucking knows? Oh, okay, because this is the point. Okay, because I was telling this, I told this to my cousin, I told this to my cousins after we had finished watching the movie, and then I mentioned it in the voicemail to Socorro and Finky, but I was like, I have to say it. I do have to say it. It's a little embarrassing. It's a little embarrassing, but let me pipe up. Let me get the mic. Mike's mic. Oh my god, I'm back. Remember episode 1 where I was like this? I really do need a mic. I want to make sure that it's heard, so I'm going to be close as fuck to the camera. God, I hope I should. Okay, anyways. It's because the angle. You know what I mean? Do you guys think I look good in blue? Or no? Anyways. So, okay. It's because I'm embarrassed to say it, but it is the truth. So, me being a cinephile, being someone that does love movies, I love film, I do love creative endeavors such as those ones. I feel like I'm writing an essay. When I was a little girl, I used to sit at the counter. Because remember, I think I said that before, that I was like a secretary. I like loved being a secretary until it actually became a real job. And I used to have like my typewriter. I used to literally do that. My mom would be in the kitchen. God knows what she was doing. No, she was making me food. You know when you're a kid and you're just like, God, like I'm hungry. But you don't understand the process of making food. So you're trying to entertain yourself. I was really good at entertaining myself. I know that's right. But I have been doing that at work where I'm trying to teach the kids how to wait. Like, because, everything is just modeling. So, like, what kid was that? Oh, yeah, this one little girl where I was like, oh, I like to play with my fingers while I'm waiting. And I was like, this sounds kind of weird. But I was like, I'm teaching the child. So I was like, So I was like doing this. And then, anyways, back to my point is that I used to, which that point is another sidebar. And I would have my typewriter. I need a typewriter. Anyways, so I never wanted to watch Lord of the Rings on my own. I never I hit my elbow the other day and it really hurts. I hit the fuck out of it and I was like, I couldn't believe it. Afterwards I was like, damn, I hit my elbow hard as fuck, because it didn't feel like it, but afterwards it hurt like it did. So I was like, damn, I hit myself really hard. Anyways, I can't go to the beach if I don't get through this thought. I'm gonna go to the beach today alone because I need my solitude, especially after that movie. Anyways, yeah, I never wanted to watch Lord of the Rings because I knew it's like one of those movies. There's so many movies that's like, I know I'm gonna watch this eventually. Like Casablanca, I think I watched that in high school. Gone with the Wind, I saw in high school, and I do love that movie. I kind of hate to say it, but I do, because of like the historical significance. When something is like, so, this is what I said, if it's so revered by everyone, I'm like, there's a point to it, right? Like, so many people love it. So it's like, I kind of have respect for it because I'm like, everybody loves it. It must be good. You know what I mean? Kind of like Grey's Anatomy. When my sister got Netflix the first time, it was because her coworker was like raving about Grey's Anatomy. And I was like, what is this show? Like, I have no idea. But like a lot of people like it. It's like, it must be good. And then I watched it and I was like, oh, it's totally different than what I thought. And then so I had that thought watching Lord of the Rings where I'm like, it's going to be different than I thought. It's going to be different than I imagined, but it's going to be what it is. It's going to be so good because everybody loves it. So yeah, I never went out of my way. Oh, because like I did one time. So like my cousins are Lord of the Rings fans. So when I was younger, because I would spend my summers with them, during one of the summers, they must have like brought it up. They wanted me to like watch it, and I think I tried, but I was just in this era where I'm like, no, I'm not into like fantastical shit. Like, I'm not into the adventures. Like, I really don't love movies that are what's the word? Well, first of all, violent. Movies like Mad Max, not my cup of tea. Like, I don't want to watch that shit. I just don't. I don't want to watch like a bunch of like fighting and shit like that. Like, I don't care about that. Which is interesting, because then when I was in high school, Sons of Anarchy, my dad was watching it. It was that one episode with you know, the director Kurt Sutter, how he's like one of the characters. What's the character's name? Leslie, I know you know. Comment down below. What's the comment? What's fuck, I forgot his name. It doesn't matter. But anyways, it's one of the episodes where he like goes crazy and he like kills someone, and there was like, and that got to me, like an innocent death, because that's kind of how I felt. Literally, that's true. That's how I felt like in like high school when I'd be reading these books like Beowulf. Like, I remember reading that, and like all these other stories. Anyways, and there's always these like innocent lives lost. There's always these deaths, because like that's part of the story, that there's this violence. And I remember crying when my dad's watching this episode, because I'm just like, they just don't need to die. Like, they're seen as like this like disposable character, and I hated that, because I'm like, that character, even though they're a side character, they're still like a person in this world, and it still matters to me that now they're dead. You know what I mean? So that's why like I hated that show. But then I almost said supervisor, my newspaper teacher, my teacher for newspaper, I almost said her name. I want to say her name. Can I? Sometimes I really don't know what I can say or what I can't say, because like people like their privacy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say her name in case she wants to be private. But my newspaper teacher, if she ever happens to watch this, she was like, no, it's a really good show. Like, you have to watch it. So then I was like, okay, I watched it. And it was really fucking good. It was. But me and my sister rewatched it recently. Honestly, oh my God, that changed my life. It really did. No, and shout out to her. I need to tell her that. Oh, I really do. Because, oh my God, I really do. Okay, well, let's get into this sidebar real quick. Let's remember to go back to Lord of the Rings. But like, okay, literally though. Oh my God. Because I think it started off with Sons of Anarchy, and then it was Breaking Dawn, or what was the order? I don't remember. Oh, fuck, I don't remember. But like, that really did change my life, because that's how the whole thing started. 2 on the clock as I say that, but seriously, because I watched, so I took what she said seriously, and I was like, I'm gonna watch Sons of Anarchy, and I think I told my sister about it. We had Netflix at the time. How did that work? I don't remember the order. But at the same time, it's because both of them are airing live, because I'm in high school, and I kind of do dedicate my life to this. This is like senior year by the time I get to Breaking Bad. I think Sons of Anarchy is first. But in Sons of Anarchy season 3, they go to Ireland. And that changed my life, because I was just like, oh my God, I need to go to this place. It's because, like, here we go. Okay, so when it comes to, just real quick. No, nothing is just real quick with me, okay? Just sidebar, keep up, either do or don't. I really don't care. You know, I was thinking about that, because when I was watching Katya and Trixie yesterday on they have an editor that, like, helps you visualize, like, what they're saying. And it's like, I need that for the audience, because, like, I can keep up, because I'm an air sign. But some people are not air signs, so they really don't get it, and they can't keep up. I feel bad for you. I really do. But there's nothing I could do. I don't have an editor at the moment. Anyways, keep up, you know? Como se dice? Where the hell was I? So, I gotta get closer. Where was I? So many things. Oh, yeah, Breaking Bad. Oh, yeah. Okay, so whenever I thought about, like, this is the truth. So when I'm like a little girl, I guess, maybe like elementary school, I guess, and I'm like learning about the world, I'm trying to decide where I want to go. Well, first of all, I remember St. Lucia, if that's how you pronounce it. It's an island. I had to do a presentation, or I had to do a project on St. Lucia, and I was like, I wonder if I'll go there one day. Just because but isn't it like really small? I don't know. But I did this was in 6th grade. It had to do with money, and it was in math class, and that was the island. Oh my God, I totally do remember that. And then I get a little bit older, and I start getting interested in like Greece. I think because of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, because I did read the books. at the same time that the movies were coming out. Anyways, but I always thought it was a beautiful place. But that was also kind of like a thing of like, I never wanted to say it that I wanted to go to Greece because I'm like, it's so basic. But like I did because I'm like, that is a beautiful place. And more recently when I was watching something and I saw it on the thing, I was like, oh, it was always Greece. I'm like, of course I'm going to go to Greece. Like, you know what I mean? Like, of course. But then there was a part of me, I was thinking about this the other day. I also never wanted to say this because I also wanted to go to Australia, but I don't remember why. I saw something. I don't remember what it was, but I saw something. And I was like, that looks really cool. I think I like the water. Like, I wanted to go somewhere where there's a lot of water. This is what happened. That is what happened. Is that I learned that there was those humongous, like, crabs, spider crabs or whatever the fuck. Like, those spiders, literally. And the snakes. And I was like, fuck no. I was like, I ain't going over there. I'm not going over there. I'm not going where there's gigantic fucking spiders the size of my face. Like, why the fuck would I do that? You know what I mean? That's what happened. And I was like, I'm not going there. But in recent years, like, I've heard people say things. I know that the flight is like really long, but I mean, I would go. Anyways, okay, back to the point. What was the point again? Oh, Ireland. Okay, yeah. So all of these are my thoughts, right? Like, I'm thinking Greece, I'm thinking Australia. Those are in the background. And then in high school, I'm watching Sons of Anarchy season 3. They go to Ireland. So then I get it into my head. I'm like, this is the place I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go to Ireland. So that's like running in the background. I'm going to Ireland. But then when I get to college, and I'm with Pinky and Socorro, and we're gonna study abroad for the first time because we're just like, we've got to do this. We got to do this thing. We have to study up. Chico, can you stop? Why is he okay? Everything is attention-seeking behavior, including with dogs. Why are you messing with the poop? Like, what does it mean? Are you okay? Are you hungry? Like, I know you're hungry, but like, don't eat poop. You know what I mean? It's disgusting. Back to the point. Where was I? What's you? He just wants my attention is all. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So when we're doing study abroad or whatever, like, I kind of didn't care. I was like, just as long as we go somewhere, let's get out of here. I almost said, let's get out of this world, but kind of, that's what it feels like. Let's go travel abroad. It was my first time traveling abroad. And as far as I know, Socorro, she's the one that really wanted to go to Japan. You know what I mean? Like, it was like evident. And I don't remember like what Finky said or like how that came about. But she was down, I don't know if this was like a dream. I don't remember if it was a dream that she already had too. And I was like, I don't care, girls. I'm like, take me where you're going. I'm Carmen Sandiego. I'll go wherever the wind blows. Because seriously, I don't care. Like, I would love to just see the world. So it was never like a thing where I was like, that's interesting. Because people always want to go to Japan. You know what I mean? But like, I'm going to see the world. So like, I didn't care. I just wanted to be with my girls. So then we were like, let's do this. And then when I went to the study abroad orientation and they were talking about it and showing it, I was like, fuck yeah. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like, it sounded so much fun. All of the other places sounded really fun too. But I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, my girls really want to go to Japan. So then I was like, let's fucking do it. Let's fucking go. Anyways, did I finish that thought? I don't know why that was relevant to the story. Why was that relevant? I don't know, but it needed to come out. So we moved to LA. My dad gets a job in the Palm restaurant. And by that I mean, I never watched Lord of the Rings because I always wanted to watch it with my boyfriend. Oh, that's the title of the movie. Or that's the title of this video. Watching Lord of the Rings for the first time at 29 years old because I was waiting to watch it with my boyfriend. But yeah, I just, like how I said, it's kind of like to tie it all back in together. Bingo and bango. I didn't care so much about the order of like the countries that I visit because I just know I'm going to see the ones that I want to see. I would love to see the whole world, mind you, but I know that is quite difficult, but it could be done, mind you. God, people are so cool. Like, they just like go everywhere. Focus. So yeah, I never went out of my way to watch Lord of the Rings because I was just like, I just know. I'm like, my boyfriend, for whatever reason, like, most likely odds are in this world that he's a man, he will have seen Lord of the Rings. So then it will be this thing, because like I would tell that to everybody. I kind of set it up this way. You don't know what you're doing sometimes when you're doing it, but you set things up. And I would always tell people, I'm like, I've never seen Lord of the Rings. I've never seen Harry Potter. And I knew that I was being kind of annoying when I would say it, but I'm like, but it's the truth. Like, I could say it. I've never seen these films, and it is kind of en propósito. Like, I've never done it. So then that when I do, it's like a whole thing. You know what I mean? I also haven't seen Harry Potter, like, actually. I've seen like clips or whatever. Mind you, I've been to Harry Potter World. That's crazy, I know, but it's true. No me llama la atención. Okay, so yesterday, real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot that I filmed that vlog in Spanish. A little bit. I was practicing my Spanish yesterday. I need to do that again today. I need to remember that. Every fucking day I gotta practice. But I'm getting better at it. But my cousin Virgil, his accent is really good. And he was like telling me that it's because I need to flow more into it. I need to roll into it, because like Spanish is so beautiful, but I'm saying it muy formal, and it sounds fucked up. So it's like I need to just flow. Float by Janelle Monáe. That's her name, right? Janelle Monáe. I love that song. I'm gonna put that shit on the queue when I go to the fucking beach, because it's gonna take me 2 hours. It's gonna take me 2 hours to get through this goddamn freaking video. Let's see if I can get through it. Let's see how much storage I have. Can I take a real quick break? Hold on. Okay, because I'm drinking my tea this morning. Because of the way that I feel, I am drinking one of my faves, but I don't drink it all the time because it doesn't have as much caffeine. But the green tea peppermint, ooh, I got it from Lily's. Ooh, it's so good. I love it. Those are like my 2 favorite teas, like literally. I don't like to say that green tea is my favorite, because it's like medicinal. Like, to me, it's medicinal, so it's like, that's medicine. You know what I mean? Like, that's a food group. Like, green tea is life. Green tea is food to me. So I don't like to say it's my favorite. Peppermint is my favorite. I think because it's just, she's that girl. Like, you just need peppermint. Excuse me. I'm digesting. Mind you, okay, let's get back to the point. So, yeah. It was an emotional experience for me to watch this movie finally, because I was like, holy shit. And I was kind of talking about that yesterday with like the whole waiting thing, where I was like, what am I waiting for? I really did say that yesterday. I've been feeling that lately, where I'm like, what's the rush? Like, I think just in general, as like people, we're always like, I don't know why, but we can't help it. I see it, you know? We're always like, we're creators of our own life, but then we're like rushing to get to things, especially now where we're like clocking tea, how we can really be like the creators of our own life, but we're still rushing, and it's really annoying to me. And I'm like, I'm still rushing. I hope that y'all can hear me. I'm gonna get it a little bit closer. Let's see how long this works, because my elbow does hurt, mind you. Anyways, maybe this will help me focus and actually get through the thoughts. So anyways, yeah, I was just like, because I've been putting it off. Watching this movie, I've been putting it off, because I was like, it's just gonna be this thing that I'm gonna do. In my head, I just thought with my husband, but then that's so interesting. But those are the thoughts that women have sometimes. Those are the thoughts that people have. Sometimes you just know things. I don't know how to explain it. But anyways, we kept talking about it, because yesterday we went to the pool. My cousins were talking about it, so then I was like, my primas. So then I was like, okay, like, it's almost time. I'm gonna watch this movie. I was like getting ready, and then the guy at the pool, Ivan, he brought up Lord of the Rings too, and I was like, we were just talking about Lord of the Rings. Like, holy shit, like. So then again, I was like, it's time. I really do need to watch it. Like, everybody's been telling me. So I'm like, it's time. So then I'm watching this movie. Mind you, it's day 1 of my period. I had just started my period. So it kind of felt, I was telling this to Virgil, but it kind of felt, the whole experience, it felt like I was like in labor, which I know is nuts, but it's just kind of true. That's just what it felt like. I was so stressed out during this movie that I was literally like, I literally started doing yoga, because this shit's stressing me out. It's stressing me the fuck out. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I've never seen it. I'm watching this movie that everybody fucking knows. And like, I don't know, like, I know they're gonna make it, but I don't know how. And I don't know the characters. There's so many names. Like, okay, now we're finally getting into it, and I almost can't say too much, because y'all are gonna come for me, because the way that I understand it is a different way than y'all understand it. You know what I mean? But truly, I was watching it and I was like, this movie is like a lot of movies, right? Everything is symbolic. This is art. This is creativity. This is a whole nother world. This is life. Like, this is a metaphor for life. Like, duh, right? Duh and duh. Like, when we're in English class and we're reading Beowulf, like, it's all like everything is like it's like yeah, like it's a way to help you navigate life, navigate this life. Which is why I always loved English class. Shout out to Mr. Can I say it? Y'all know if you went to my elementary school. I'm not gonna say it because this one might gain some traction, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say it, but shout out to him. I had him for 3 years, I think, in high school. Is that true? Or was it 2? No, it was 3, mind you. Was it? Yeah, it was. Anyways, focus, my God. So many things I could say about that, but I need to focus. Anyways, so yeah, everything's a metaphor. And I always, like, I can't keep up with things that are, like, too abstract because I am, like, visual. But anyways, I'm watching the movie and I'm really paying attention because I'm like, holy shit, like, I don't know, it's just like I get it. Like, I'm tuned in. I'm like, how is this going to get figured out? I have been stressed as fuck. I'm navigating this new job. I'm navigating this, like, move. It's a lot of things. There's a lot of change in my life. I'm in my Saturn return. I'm older. I'm 29. I'm becoming a woman. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a lot of things. Like, I'm in this life stage. And so I'm like, and I do believe that. I do believe that art finds you when you need it. Like a CD, you know, that you've, like, listened to it before and then you go back and revisit it and you're like, oh, I love this. Like, why didn't I love it the first time? Because it just wasn't time. That was me with, like, Honeymoon by Lana Del Rey. When it first came out, I didn't fuck with it. I think it was like a month. I was like, what the hell is this shit? No. And then I went back like a month or 2 later and I was like, I love this album. You know what I mean? Which I've been meaning to get into Deeper Well by Casey Musgraves because I'm like, I wonder if this is the album of my life at the moment. But I keep going to Golden Hour because I just love it. It makes me happy. Anyways. So yeah, Lord of the Rings found me during this time of, like, a lot of change. So then I'm tuned in. I'm paying attention to Frodo. Mind you, did I say this already? Gagged the fuck out of me when I realized that Frodo Baggins is a hobbit. Yes, I didn't know this. I didn't know. I thought Elijah Wood's character was a man. I didn't know. I seriously did not know. I was like, wait, what? When they show him on the screen and they show his body, I was like, I had no idea. I don't know how, but I did not know this. I didn't even know his name was Frodo. Seriously, I didn't know what the fuck. I don't know their names. I don't know nothing. What I did know, catch that tea. I knew that Liv Tyler was in the movie, mind you. I know her from Jersey Girl. Love that movie. That's seriously really where I know her from. I know that she's Steve Tyler's daughter. I almost said Steven. I know that. That's what I know. I know her that she's Steve Tyler's daughter. I know that she's from Jersey Girl. That's it. I keep saying that. Kate Blanchett. I also know she's in the movie. Period. That's all I know. I know the women. Let's just say that. No, that's not true because I know Elijah Wood and the guy from Lost. Because the guy I've never, he's such a good actor, but he's like British as fuck, huh? Or Australian? Oh, he's British. He's like, when I saw him, I'm like, this is such a British film. I'm like, this is so British. Anyways. To all the Brits out there, don't get mad at me, mind you. Love y'all down. I love y'all down. I really do. I fuck with the Brits. I do. I think I would have a ball. So, like, when I go to Ireland, I also have to go to London because I just know I would love it there. My mom she just went to London. Literally. She was just in London and then she went to Paris and now she's in Luxembourg. Is that how you say that? Girl, I really don't know. But I want to go to Alemania. Is that how you say it? I've always known that I also fuck with the Germans. Like, I just feel like I would get... You know why I say that? I don't know. I just feel like I would get their sense of humor. I don't know if that's true. I'll find out. But I also really want to go to that nightclub in Berlin. I wrote it down in my Google Maps. It's like that secret one. But, like, you know where the door is or whatever? I want to go to that club because the Germans, they got good taste in music. You know what I mean? Like, I would have a ball in that fucking club. You know what I mean? Like, let me in. I know it's a little bit exclusivo, but, like, you know where else I need to go to the club? Is in Mexico City. Ooh, I need to go. I was about to say Miami, but I don't think that's my jam. But I do need to go. to the clubs in other parts of the world because I just want to dance. I just want to dance. Okay, anyways. So I'm going to Berlin. So we moved to LA. Okay, back to the point. Where was I? Oh, the stress. Oh, Frodo. Bilbo Baggins. Oh, yeah, that's why I was talking about English class. Because The Hobbit. So this is another problem. This is another thing that I do. I create problems for myself. Let's not say it like that. I sometimes try to reinvent the wheel. That's one thing that I do. And then I try to start things from scratch, or like I just make it more difficult. So like in high school, yeah, and I meant to say this to my cousins too, but like I almost wanted to like force myself to get into the Lord of the Rings because like I had to do a book report, and I was like, well, I'm going to choose a classic. Like if I'm going to do a book report and I really have to read the book, I'm like, I should read a book that like I kind of don't want to, like, but like, so then I could have this knowledge of like this book, right? This like literary classic. So that's why I tried to read The Hobbit, because I was like, well, if I'm going to do Lord of the Rings, I have to start from the very beginning, but I fucked that up, right? Because that's not how it goes, right? It was Lord of the Rings first and then The Hobbit, but it's so bizarre, but I did do that. And I read like the first chapter and I liked his personality. I knew this thing. I was like, I'm like similar to Bilbo Baggins. I don't know how I knew this, but like I just kind of knew. And I was like, this is like me. I was like, I don't need to read this book because like this is just me. And like it was really long, I think. Was it really long? I think it was. So I didn't really want to get into it. So I didn't finish it. Oh, bye, Haiti. Bye. So I didn't finish The Hobbit. So then what I end up doing, and when I was thinking about this yesterday, I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? But in a way, I guess I like needed to, you know what I mean? But I end up reading A Clockwork Orange. I wonder when my high school teacher like saw that, if he was like, dang, this girl is like, you know what I mean? Because it's not that bizarre actually in high school. Like we are curious cats, and you do want to understand the world by going to like the depths of it. Like what is humanity like capable of, right? So then like that's why I decided to read A Clockwork Orange, because I was like, there's this movie that's like just really like dark. Also why I did it is because I wanted to understand. Holy shit, I forgot about that too. I wanted to understand Lana, because in high school I loved Lana Del Rey, and she there was a reference to it. That album is I keep saying that. I love that album, Ultraviolence. That album came out, I always say it's my sophomore year of high school, or is it junior year? It might be junior. I can just remember, like when I hear certain albums, pretty much those early albums of hers, I feel like I'm back in my room in high school, because that's all I did was listen to her music and like work on homework and like scroll on Tumblr. You know what I mean? Like that was so me. So yeah. And I was reading and listening to that album like at the same time, so it just really makes me think of that. But okay, what's the reference in the album in Ultraviolence? I think it's the line. There's like a line from the movie or something like that she references. So then I was like, I want to understand that reference. So then I decided to go with The Clockwork Orange, and it's a shorter book, I think. And I wish I could find that essay. It'd be so interesting to read that. Sometimes, you know what? I think I still have that laptop. Or did I throw it away? No, I think I still have it. That would be fascinating to read my old stuff. I still have that laptop. Oh my gosh. Anyways. So anyways, back to the point. I don't know if I could really, I'm kind of getting over it, you guys. You guys probably are too. Let's hurry up. But that's just how I get to the point. So, yeah. So where was I with that? Honestly, I'm still wrapping my brain around this movie. It's because I don't really want to get into like all like the nitty gritties, because first of all, you're probably going to tell me that I understood it wrong or something, and I don't want to be told that, because I'm like, I understood it the way that I understood it. You know what I mean? Did I say this already about how like I understand this piece of art, I did say this the way that I like get so flustered, but like it's explaining this thing about life. I'm watching it during this transformative time. I'm really paying attention to like how Frodo is dealing with it, because I'm like, this shit is hard. Like that is like the ultimate, you know what I mean? Like humanity rests on his shoulders. And in a way, this is like a weird thing. I don't really know how to articulate it. But let me say this, because I think it does need to be said. There's this thing. As I was watching the movie, I said this in the chat to Socorro and Finky, where I was like, when Liv Tyler's character came on screen, and well, not Anwar. Anwen. I forgot her name. But when she comes on again, like as like the light, I was like, this light worker, this being, this beauty. I was like, thank God. Like, you just need beauty in the world. You really do, because it's just that light to get you through the end of the tunnel. You know what I fucking mean? You really do. You need it. And also just like the welcoming and the nurturing presence of a woman, because you just kind of feel it. Like on the screen, I was fucking stressed out. There's all this darkness, there's all this shit going on, and then like knowing that there's a woman that comes on screen, I'm like, thank God. I'm like, everything's gonna be okay. There's a woman around. You know what I mean? So then that happened, but she's in the movie like, you know, a very short amount of time. I hear she's in the other ones, thank God. But it was like this thing. And then also with like the relationship with her and the guy, I don't know the guy's name, but it's the Viggo Mortensen character, which I only know him from Green Book. So I'm like, I didn't know he was in Lord of the Rings. Mind you, are they the same age? Dude, to me, Viggo Mortensen is like older, but it's because I know him like older. He's so young in the movie. Anyways, when she says that thing to him about how like he can, like, I forgot exactly what she said, but she's like, you're gonna get through it, because I'm like, what did she say? Like, I'm taking you with me, or like, I'm gonna keep you safe, or something like that. I forgot exactly how she said it, but it was very beautiful. And I was like, okay, clock it. I'm like, we're good. I'm like, we're gonna be okay, because like that strength, that light is gonna like carry him through it. But then like he's the man, and Frodo is the one going through like the whole fucking thing, because he's the one with the ring, right? That was the other thing that I said to my friends, where I was like, it's this thing of like, Frodo can't wear the fucking ring, because like it's not meant to be for him. Like, you can't stand the powers, like the darkness is gonna take over you, like it's not you, right? Which is so how life works. Everybody's telling you it's not you, 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 it's not you. You're the side character, you're not the main character. This isn't for you. Like, you can't handle it, you can't handle it, you can't handle it. Which is so a metaphor for life. It's what I keep talking about in my fucking vlogs, about like this fear of like, I can't handle it, I can't handle it, I can't handle it, right? But then guess what happens is that the ring it fucking goes on his finger. And I did make that joke, ya valió verga, like it's over, like damn it, like it's over, it's all over, because then the ring is on. But then guess what, fucking Frodo Baggins, he does that shit. He gets through it. He doesn't succumb to the darkness. I don't know how he does it. I do know, because he has this support. He has these friends, these people that come in and help him. And all of like the, I was going to say men, but they're not all men, but all of like the male characters are all there helping, because they're all fighting for like humanity. Oh, and then I had this thought too, like that's why I cried a little bit. Well, like I cried at certain points, but I also had this thought too, because I'm like, you know, I was talking about this in the previous vlogs about like this whole thing of like the Epstein stuff. And then because I was kind of talking about like, we've gone so far, we've gone so wrong, we're so skewed as humanity for this to be happening in our world, with all the shit, all the news that came out about the Epstein files. But then when I was watching the movie, and the way that I saw it, seriously, this is the thoughts that I had watching all of the male characters, which some of them are elves too, so like the male elves, and then there's the men. I don't know exactly if that other guy is a man too. I think he was probably, but because the other ones, I kept saying trolls, but they're not trolls. The ones with the beards, those are also hobbits, I think. I don't know. Anyways, focus. The way that they were all like taking on this task and they were taking it all fucking seriously and like they were really doing it, like they were really putting their all into it. I was like, men do care about humanity. It's just that when you're like, you have the mentality, I keep thinking of it as like in terms of soldier because I've seen more like army movies instead of like fantastical movies. And because I'm an American, so you know, I'm like the propaganda of like soldiers and shit and army and all that. But they make us, or I think of it more of this way of like, because men are really taught to like suppress those instincts, those like empathetic instincts. Let's see if I can get through this without the dogs barking. But they're taught to like suppress that. So then it's like, it's not that they don't care about these babies or these children or like their fellow man, you know, that they're, or women, that they don't care about their pain. It's just that they have to like suppress it and put it all the way down and continue to go forward into this like, because they still have to fight the battle. They still have to fight the battle against the darkness. So it's like, you can't, like nothing else kind of matters, which is, I kind of do get that, because you have to put all your energy into fighting the dark, because otherwise you're going to succumb to the darkness, right? So then I was like, holy shit, like that was the part that was like kind of like healing in a way to watch that, because I was watching this and I had this thought where I'm like, notice how it's not the women in the film that are doing this. Like she's the elf. Mind you. Oh, Chico, they're going to Chico, mind you. Chico, hey, can you not? Don't entice them. Let's go inside. Hold on. Okay, let's see if I can get back to the point. Anyways, it was just like this thing where I was like, just notice how I was noticing it for myself, because like how I said, I'm going through a lot of change in my life. And I'm really taking this movie seriously. And I'm like, this is a metaphor for life. Like, what symbolism can I get from this? What can I understand? And I understood that, like, sometimes the fighting of the darkness, I was going to say, sometimes it's really not your burden. Like, it kind of depends. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean by that? Because I was like, I haven't seen, I know that she, but that's the thing, is that she did. This would hit so much harder if I knew her name. I should look it up. But her character, let's pause. Hold on. Oh my god, her name is Arwen. When am I gonna remember that? Arwen. So obviously she did fight the darkness. Cause she was like, that thing that she said, she was like, I don't fear. I forgot like the terms, because I'm not gonna get it right. But when she's like saying that stuff, that was the thing that she said to the man, of like, I don't fear it or him or whatever the fuck. What is it? Sauron? She's like, I don't fear it. So then like she has to be the one to like do it. And I'm like, clock it. Because like that is true. Like, because it's like that innate belief. Like that's the way that I related to it, where it was just like, when you know, you know. And when you know yourself, you could do anything. You know what I mean? So then I was like, I do understand that. And then she had to do the things that she had to do, like when she was on the horse and she was up against the thing. And I was like, yeah, because there's certain things where like it does have to be the person. Like it does have to be the light against the dark. Because it just has to, you know what I mean? And then it like fucked off or whatever. But then the rest of the movie was not her, so like I have to watch the other two to like really see what happens. But I just understood that, of like, sometimes there's certain things, certain battles, I guess I could say it that way, certain journeys where like it doesn't have to be the woman's like burden, because it shouldn't be a burden. It should be this thing of like, you know, I keep thinking about that, of like how in humanity we all have our like different roles. Like we all play different roles. Like what is the thing that you're, I don't want to say meant to do, but kind of, but like what is it that already comes naturally to you, because that's already like your natural gift. Like one time my cousin Margie did say that to me, of like it doesn't drain her to do, like for example, like she's a massage therapist and she's an energy worker, energy healer, and like I always would get worried after the massage, because I'm like, dang, are you like drained, are you like so tired, because like I feel amazing. But then she's like, no, but it doesn't drain me. And then I was like, oh, like your work, the things that you're doing, like it shouldn't be draining, you know what I mean? When it's like a thing that's coming from this place of like passion, this place of like talent, this place of like gifts, you know what I mean? Like skill, all the things. So anyways, that's what I took from the movie. I'm so glad that I got through it. That's not totally anything. I'm sure I'll like keep bringing it up again and processing more things, but that was just like my initial thoughts. Also, I was really excited to watch it because that's another place. I did know that they filmed this movie in New Zealand. It's another thing that I always had in the back of my mind where I was like, I'm gonna go to New Zealand. I also know I'm gonna go to Switzerland because it's just like so beautiful over there. But I was just like, man, I can't wait because it's gonna be so beautiful. But it's like, yeah, you kind of can't go over there without having watched the films because then it will be even more like, oh. And same thing with like with Ireland when I was doing my research and I was like, oh yeah, there's this movie that they keep referencing, or like the castles or something when I was doing the research for it, where they were bringing up these castles in like a movie or something. Is it Harry Potter? It is Harry Potter, huh? Because I'm like, there's a movie that I haven't watched and they keep talking about it. I bet you it's that one. It probably is. Oh my god, why didn't I think of that yesterday? Anyways, I fully just tired myself out. What y'all think of that? What y'all think of that of that synopsis or that recap? That's my reaction to Lord of the Rings. These flies, oh my god. Yeah, that's really honestly what I thought about while watching the movie. And like I said, I was so stressed out that I was doing my yoga. I was kind of looking at it as like a labor practice. Like it's because like when again, I keep talking about this, but it's just like a thing. I don't want to, I don't want to hide it. Like, why hide your desires? This is shit that I've been like thinking about, you know what I mean? So there's just no point in being like, oh, it's a secret thing. Like, no, it's the truth. And I just keep thinking that it really is better to like be prepared. Maybe because it's like a thing that like, well, not everybody, but I just keep feeling like there could be certain women that would hear another woman talking about like mentally preparing herself for birth and like just kind of being a hater about it, and it's like, no babe, I actually think I do think that it would be best if we could really consciously make the decision and like have the time to like prepare. I also know that that's why I'm saying that, because for me this is how I do life, and that's why I kind of have taken forever to do like other things, but because like I really do take the time to like process life events before it happens, because it's like a choice that you have to make, and those are choices that I have made, you know what I mean, so far in life. Like, I've been very intentional about it. Anyways, and of course with this is the ultimate thing that I would be like intentional about. So anyways, I'm watching the movie and I'm like, yeah, huh? Like if I was in labor, I would totally like distract myself, but there is no distracting yourself when you're in it, you know what I mean? But you're just trying to get through it. I would totally like put on a long movie. But also yesterday when I went to the pool, I had the thought, I'm like, I would totally have a water birth, because I've always kind of known that I would have a home birth. But then when I was in the pool yesterday, I was like, oh, I'm like, really what I want is to give birth in the water. So then I was like, I actually did always envision that it would be like, you know how it's like in the kiddie pool, like at home. It's because I do want to be at home. Yeah, I do. I love that movie. Have you guys seen that movie? Pieces of a Woman. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but I do love that movie. I recommend it if you're in the mood. If you're in the mood for like a home birth. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Hey, Chico. That's enough. Hey. I think that's enough. You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah. That's my story time. I finally watched Lord of the Rings as a 29-year-old. Are you guys proud of me? Because I'm proud of me. Comment down below your favorite Lord of the Rings character, or maybe don't, because don't spoil it for me. I still have to watch the second one and the third one. Okay? Oh no, seriously, no spoilers, because I am gonna get upset. Yeah.